Olivia Chow is the 66th mayor in the history of this city. Olivia will be in studio again at 8 o'clock this morning to talk to Tammie Sutherland. Once again, the number, let's throw the numbers up here, Kim. It's a good idea. The vote number was a lot higher than it was in October of last year. The percentage was significantly more. It was under 30% last October when John Tory won his third term. We were up to 38% voter turnout among the 1.89 million Torontonians who were eligible to vote. That still is kind of a pathetic number to me, but we'll take what we can get at this point. Ana Bailão made a push. There was that moment last night where Ana Bailão might have been the next mayor of the city of Toronto. Mark Saunders and everyone else really a distant third, fourth, and fifth all the way down the line. Tammie, what about this last night? This was riveting. Yeah. Far more riveting than a lot of the polling showed in the lead up to this over the last several weeks. What stood out for you?
Well, right out the gate, Ana Bailão being the leader there, when the results initially started to roll in, I was like, ooh, we have a race. So I was glued at that point. And then to see this all work out, there was a Main Street poll that was released on Sunday, and the results pretty much right on point. Also, the other thing, and Faiza had mentioned it, Chloe Brown. Like watching the results come in and seeing Chloe Brown, as you saw there, she beat Brad Bradford, who is a current city councillor. She beat people like Anthony Peruzza. Like she has a huge future in municipal and maybe even further
Can
politics.
we get Chloe Brown into council here? Like she has a following. She knows what she's doing. Like I know everyone wants to be mayor. Only one person can be mayor. I get it. But Chloe Brown looks like a pretty savvy politician to me. Yeah,
but she continues to, again, run for mayor and not for council. And maybe that's something that will change in the next 3 years. Yeah, she has quite the future, and that was another surprising.
That was a surprise for me as well, seeing Chloe Brown's name kind of throughout the downtown core is what I saw. And I was like, wait a minute, I'm not too familiar with her in this, going for mayor. I get that part, but I was like, okay, this is another name to watch for in the future. It was close. And Tam, I know we were saying yesterday morning, it's going to be closer than people realize. And I thought for a moment there, Ana Bailão was going to be the next mayor. I think, from the beginning to now, Olivia Chow is who everybody kind of said would be that person. And, there was jabs thrown at her throughout the campaign and stuff. But I think this is somebody who is really going to listen and see what needs to be done. But like your first question is going to be, what are you going to do right away to get people on your side and want to still say, okay, yeah, you know what? The people whose minds aren't fully changed yet about Olivia Chow. So we'll see how that goes.
I think this is interesting in terms of Doug Ford for obvious reasons. I think this is interesting in terms of when former Mayor John Tory came in with his endorsement of the former Deputy Mayor Ana Bailão. There's a lot to dissect with this campaign and what happened last night. But I'll say this, because Doug Ford has called Olivia Chow potentially an unmitigated disaster as a mayor. And he did it early. People are acting like this is some recent quote. No, 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 no. He's been beating this drum about a progressive mayor in this city basically the day this campaign started. And Mark Saunders did not have a good night. 8.5% of the vote. That's another election Mark Saunders had no chance in. So I don't know if politics is really in his future. But I want to say this. Because you're going to have a section of the political establishment in the city and the province saying this is not a great thing. Last time I checked, Olivia Chow wasn't responsible for any of the garbage I'm currently seeing in this city. This city's in rough shape. And Olivia Chow was not the mayor for any of it. So anyone who wants to make the argument to me that this is going to be a disaster hasn't parked down here in a long time. And they haven't seen what's going on down here. And they haven't tried to commute around this city in forever or ride the TTC. It's a baseless argument to me. And I congratulate Olivia Chow, and I wish her nothing but the best. Her success is the city's success. It's a serious job. There's $1 billion that's not there that we need. And I don't know where she's going to get it, but I wish her nothing but the best. But to all of a sudden say things are going to get really bad in Toronto, open your eyes. And then none of that is her fault. None of it. So I'm looking forward to her time as mayor. I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt, and I wish her nothing but the best. She's in studio at 8 o'clock today again with Tam. We have a lot to talk about. It was an interesting night. It is 7:01. You're watching BT.